I'm Martine.
I'm Valerie.
I'm Jerod.
And we are criminal defense attorneys coming to you from a rooftop in downtown Los Angeles, California.
And today we're going to talk about domestic violence. Martine, what are some of the things to remember about a DV case if anyone watching this or their loved one is arrested? What's one of the first things they should do?
Well, I absolutely recommend calling a defense attorney, whether it be us or someone else. There's a small window of time, and this is before they're actually arrested. I'm talking right now about what I call the pre-filing phase, where someone's either just been arrested or they know they're being investigated for domestic violence. There's a window of opportunity to talk to the detectives, the police officers on the case, and try to present some of the defense, some mitigating factors. Now, it doesn't work in every case, but it's a real window because you get to speak directly to the detective. You could understand where the case is at. At the very least, you could commit the detective to let your client walk into court rather than being arrested at home. Oftentimes people with families, nothing's more traumatic and horrible for the whole family if the police show up at 5 in the morning, wake up the whole family and drag dad in handcuffs. But there are cases, and I've had success of convincing prosecutors to reduce charges because they recognize that maybe the complaining witness isn't quite as credible as she sounded when she first made the complaint.
Absolutely. Now, once this is the call we all get, a case is filed, and the complaining witness or the alleged victim in the case calls us and says, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my husband, my wife has been arrested for domestic violence. I want to drop the charges. They say I'm the victim. I want to drop the charges. Can they drop the charges?
Well, generally, it's not about them being able to drop charges because at this point, if the accuser, the alleged victim, has made a police report, the police take that report and give it to the city attorney or the district attorney. At that point, they really don't have any say about dropping the case. It then becomes all about the prosecutor, about whether or not the prosecutor believes that that case should be should continue, and whether or not they believe that they can get a conviction out of that person.
Right, and we also know that what a district attorney or a city attorney would say to any defense attorney who says, oh, the alleged victim wants to drop the charges, they'll say, well, that's every case. So they're accustomed to this, they're used to this. The charges are just not going to be dropped because the alleged victim wants them dropped.
Right.
Protective orders. Protective orders are always issued in domestic violence cases. What do we know to be the cardinal rule about protective orders?
Do not, under any circumstances, violate the protective order.
I'm going to say that again. Do not, under any circumstance, violate the protective order.
And I'm going to say it again. Do not, under any circumstances, violate the protective order. Martine, tell them in Spanish. That's how important it is. Tell them in Spanish.
No violes orden protección. And the reason we're saying this and emphasizing, first of all, in all seriousness, it could lead to further charges, further evidence against you. You will be arrested. Bail will be raised, increased, or placed if you're already out. And overall, it's a complete and utter disaster for your case.
Absolutely. We have a separate video you can watch about how to legally fight the protective order or to get the protective order taken off. But in the meantime, if you or a loved one are accused of domestic violence or under investigation for domestic violence, give us a call. We're very experienced in handling these cases. Our consultations are free, and we'll give you an honest assessment of what we can do for you.
And one final point, and this is very important. If you are not a citizen in this country, that means even a green card holder or a permanent resident who's been here their whole life, you can and will be deported even for a misdemeanor domestic violence charge.
Absolutely.
So give us a call. Consultations are always free. We're happy to help you out, analyze the situation for you, and we look forward to hearing from you.